Welcome to another Gauging Gadgets Garmin review video. In this video, we have the Instinct 2 Solar. So I'm really excited about checking out the Instinct 2. I had the original Instinct back in 2018, absolutely loved it, one of my favorite Garmin watches, but then I upgraded to the 945 and the Fenix 6, so I'm really interested in trying out the latest watches from Garmin. Now the Instinct 2 comes in two different sizes, a 40mm and a 45mm. The 40mm is labeled Instinct 2S, so this is the 45mm here. I love the Garmin Instinct watches because they have somewhat of a G-Shock, more outdoorsy look to them, with a lot of features that are focused more on outdoors, camping, hiking, things like that, rather than running or triathlons. I bought my Garmin Instinct 2 Solar at REI for $450, and check the description, I'll have links down there to where you can compare prices between Amazon, REI, and several other retailers for the Garmin Instinct 2 and hopefully get the best price. So in this video, we're going to start out with an unboxing and take a closer look at the watch, and then I will do a review after 1 week of usage. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. So it just pops right open, revealing the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar. Peel this off. Very good looking watch. As you can see, it has two regions for the display right there. Go ahead and pull this out. Additionally, in the box, you get the charging cable, which is pretty standard for all the watches. And then it has a Type A connector, just a regular USB connector on the other side. Then we have an owner's manual, and I will be linking in the description for the online version of this, that it's searchable, much easier to use, and some safety information. One thing about the Garmin Instinct compared to the other Garmin watches is it has a much longer band, and from my understanding, that is so that it can fit over your uniform if you're in the military, things like that. All right, so we got it out. Very good looking watch. Not too much weight to it at only 53 grams. The color of the Instinct is a graphite, so this is not a black. It's kind of a bluish gray color compared to the black of the Garmin Forerunner 945. You can really see a difference in it. I really like this color. So as you can see, there are 5 buttons on the Garmin Instinct, 3 on the left and 2 on the right, and that's a pretty standard configuration for a non-touchscreen watch with Garmin. I actually prefer the buttons. You get less accidental swipes, and all the menus are very well designed for button usage, and you can do key combinations and things like that to trigger different things on the watch, which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on by hitting the light button in the top left. And as you can see, it darkens up and the Garmin logo starts to be displayed. I found that these watch bands last a long time, and they're also very easy to clean. They don't hold a lot of dirt. Looking at the back of the Garmin Instinct 2, you can see the charging port right here, and then you have the sensors for heart rate as well as pulse ox. Nice Instinct 2 logo and everything, really like that. And also, really cool to note, this was made in Taiwan. As you can see, the display on this watch face does not have any color, and it's going to be lower resolution than some other watches from Samsung or Apple. And that's because this is meant to be efficient with battery life and also displaying information. I really like the look of the watch with the nice big bezel, very protective of the actual glass right here on the screen, which is something they call power glass. So it's strong enough to resist scratching and chipping, but it also allows enough light to go through so that it can charge the battery using solar. They also say that the solar panel in this watch can charge the battery indefinitely, which gives it basically unlimited battery life if it's in the sun enough. All right, so now that we've taken a closer look at the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar, I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up on my phone, and then I'll test it during the next week, and we'll see if I like it. All right, so I've been using the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar for about a week now, and I have to say, so far, very impressed with this watch. And I want to start out by talking about the solar panel on this watch. It actually is pretty powerful, and I found that it will recharge the battery by about 1.5% per hour in direct sunlight. So Garmin's claim of indefinite battery life using the solar panel is accurate. You can definitely recharge your watch. If you have your watch in a pretty low battery usage mode, with maybe the backlight turned on a lower mode, you should be able to keep the watch charged with just the solar panel. And when I was testing this, I did get some sunscreen on the watch and found that that does not really affect the solar panel in any way. So if you're like me and you wear sunscreen, you shouldn't have to worry about that too much. I've also been really impressed with the large number of activities that are built into the Garmin Instinct 2. You have everything from hiking, which does sound basic, but a lot of the other watches, such as the Vivo Actives or the Venues, don't have a hiking activity for some reason. In addition to that, you get climb, your basics like biking, running, things like that, skiing, kayaking, sup, yoga, and then you have some really cool activities for navigation, track me, area calculation, all kinds of cool stuff like that. This includes trail running, mountain biking, e-biking, e-mountain biking, open water swimming, bouldering, 4 different types of skiing, snowshoe hiking. You get HIIT workouts. They have a tactical mode, which is pretty cool if you're in the military. Boating, fishing, hunting, golf, tennis, horseback riding, and Pilates. So tons of activities there that are built specifically for this watch so you get accurate tracking while you're doing those activities. Very cool. One improvement that Garmin has made on the Garmin Instinct 2 over the regular Garmin Instinct is they have better built-in watch faces. It's really nice to see that they've included these nice data-rich built-in watch faces that include tons of information, including your elevation, sunrise, sunset, and tons of other fields that you can fill into whatever information you want to see from your watch. They also have several built-in widgets, such as a moon phase widget that'll let you know the moon rise and set and also which phase the moon is in with a nice image. I think that's pretty cool. You can filter through different days and see all that information. They have an ABC widget that has altitude, barometer, and compass. So this gives you a ton of information on one screen, which is really cool for navigating, things like that. Additionally, I like that they added the sleep widget. This lets you look at your sleep information and how you slept the night before and how long you slept without having to actually look at your phone. I always found that to be pretty annoying, so I'm really glad that that is on the Garmin Instinct 2. Now let's talk about battery life real quick. As you can see, mine currently says 97% with 6 days of battery life. That's only because I have the brightness turned all the way up for filming of this video. But I found that this little meter right here that shows how many days of battery life you have left changes accordingly with how you have the settings on the watch. So if you have the brightness down low, you have a timeout of 8 seconds, you should be able to get around 30 days of battery life out of this watch, and this little meter is pretty accurate, so that's really cool. When it comes to the heart rate meter right here, I found that it is extremely accurate, and I recently got my physical, and while they were actually taking my heart rate, I compared it to my Garmin Instinct and found that it was very close, off by less than 5 beats per minute. So through my limited testing, I would say that the heart rate meter on this watch is pretty accurate. Additionally, I found that the step counting and the stair climbing has also been accurate and consistent with my other Garmin watches. Now, when it comes to the design of the actual watch, I found that the buttons are very, very easy to access and hit when you need to. Key combinations are easy, anything like that. The band is extremely soft and I haven't had any discomfort, and I found that the band is very easy to clean. One issue I have had with the watch is going to be this little textured area around the bezel of the watch. I found that that very easily picks up dirt and gets stained easy. As you can see up here, I have some white on it right here. I've tried cleaning it off. Doesn't really clean very easily. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm not sure why Garmin added this textured bezel. It looks kind of cool, but it definitely picks up dirt and stuff like that pretty easily. When it comes to normal smartwatch features, on the Garmin Instinct 2, you get things such as being able to read text messages on your watch. If you have an Android phone, you can even send back pre-configured text messages, which is really cool. You can also sync up your calendar so you can get those events on your watch and all your other notifications from your phone, including phone calls, which you can answer with your phone as well. You also have the ability to control any audio being played on your phone. You can control that with your watch, but unfortunately, the Instinct 2 does not have the ability to actually store music on your watch. So if you're going to be listening to music, you'll have to bring your phone with you. Unlike many of the other Garmin watches, you cannot store music on your watch and connect it to Bluetooth headphones. So that is a little bit of a downside of this watch. All right, so that was a quick review of the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar. I plan on posting several tutorials about this watch, how to do different things within the settings, change the GPS format, use the navigation features, things like that. So check the description, I'll post a playlist with all those tutorials in it. If you have any questions about the Instinct 2, leave a comment below, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to add affiliate links to the description below so you can find this watch on Amazon. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel, Gauging Gadgets, for more gadget reviews and tech tutorials. Thank you so much for watching.